A wise man once said, "Capitalism is the unequal distribution of wealth. Socialism is the equal distribution of poverty." Communism, he said, is nothing but socialism with a gun at your back. For decades, many argued that the absence of that gun in our day makes socialism a more benign alternative. But Karl Marx never thought so. He viewed socialism as merely a way station on the road to communism. Sadly, many of the younger among us neither recognize nor care about the difference. A recent survey from the Victims of Communism Memorial Foundation showed that 70% of those in the millennial generation, roughly ages 20 to 40, say they are willing to vote for a socialist candidate. And 36% of them said they approve of communism, the very ideology that led to nearly 100 million murders in the 20th century. When asked to name the biggest threat to world peace, 27% of these millennials named Donald Trump, while only 22% named North Korea's communist dictator Kim Jong-un, even as he ramps up his nuclear threats. Of course, these views did not arrive out of the clear blue sky. They are the thin gruel served up by the corrupt education establishment, a system hijacked by Marxist ideologues decades ago. Add to that a ridiculously biased news media and an entertainment industry that enforces radical leftist views by punishing dissenters with a virtual blacklist. Socialism and its more authoritarian brother, communism, are directly contrary to a biblical view of the world. God endorses the idea of private property in the Ten Commandments, where stealing what doesn't belong to you is prohibited. This prohibition applies to governments as well. Governments have no right to the labor and goods of citizens simply by virtue of being the government. When God is eclipsed, which was the express goal of Karl Marx, the father of socialism, government tries to make itself God. Sadly, it is now doing so with the enthusiastic endorsement of millions of brainwashed millennials. But it's a false God, and it's destined to failure. One way we obey God and love our neighbor is by voting for freedom and for limited government, and by speaking biblical truth against the false messiah of socialism.